one last time. I'm going to try recording this one last time. This is like take 5 on this, and it's ridiculous. So what's up, y'all? We're not in Montreal. We're not in the greatest city in the world. We are, however, in Fort Wayne. And I have like 50 minutes to kill before my class starts. So, I'm Hamilton trash, obviously. And I decided I'm going to do Jona's Almost Famous's Hamilton tag to kill a little bit of time. Or a lot of time considering this is take number 5. So, the first question is, how did you find out about Hamilton? I found out, okay, let me preface this. I was a fan of Lynn when I saw him on House. I thought the character obviously was great, but I never looked him up or IMDb'd him or anything beyond that. And so that kind of just sat, but I knew who he was, kind of, and anyway, Hamilton exploded on Tumblr. It was ridiculous. I couldn't, like, scroll through my feed without seeing something from Hamilton. And I just wasn't going to give it a try. I love musicals, but Founding Fathers didn't seem that interesting, even though I love history, and I wasn't a huge hip-hop fan, so I didn't think it was something that would really appeal to me. But then I listened to, or I watched Broadway karaoke with James Corden, and I thought Lynn just stole my heart all over again. I was like, oh my gosh, this is Ali from House, and he's brilliant, and I love him. And I was really won over by the bit they did from Guns and Ships. So I pulled it up on Spotify, binge listened to it at 2 o'clock in the morning, again later that day, and pretty much every day since then, I listened to it on my way to school, like every morning. And it's literally the thing that keeps me sane more often than that. My favorite character is, look, I'm Alex. Alex is me. Alex and I are one and the same. I too write like a million at a time. I am a mess. I am a political loudmouth. Alex and I are cut from the same cloth. But I would never cheat on Eliza. Boy, done goofed. Other than that, if I had to pick someone other than Alex, it would either be Lafayette or Angelica. Probably Lafayette, because I'm David trash all the way. Character you'd want to play. I'm really only suited to play King George, but if I had my pick beyond that, Lafayette. But I would want David's ability to rap and his ability to jump off the table, not miss a beat, and land without making a noise. I probably look like I am crazy to anyone who's walking by right now. Oh well, I am crazy. That's nothing new. Favorite song to listen to? That's so tough. Probably Wait For It. Wait For It probably means the most to me out of any song on the soundtrack. Mostly because I really relate to it. Just from the standpoint of I lost my mom a couple years ago, or a year and a half ago, I guess. I'm rounding up, but yeah, no, it really, really hits me every time I listen to it, and I get really emotional when I listen to it, but I love it. Favorite song to sing along with is either Right Hand Man or Stay Alive. I am a sucker for Smartass Alex. Or probably always mess up when you sing along with. And Aaron Burser, Hercules' introduction is, I screwed up right from where he's like, rah, Hercules and all again, up in it, loving it, I heard your mother say come again. And then I blank. I can never remember what comes next. So that is definitely it. Can you rap Guns and Ships? I can get redcoats redder with bloodstains, and then I just mess it all up. Which cast member would you most want to meet? Lynn. I mean, come on. He's precious and sweet, and he seems so genuine. And I would probably bawl like a baby, but I'd love to meet him. I'd love to meet David. David wholly changed how I view hip hop and rap, and I went from never listening to those things really, even though I consider my music is pretty eclectic too. I listen to Small Things to a Giant like 15 times a day probably, and Clipping is brilliant, and I think he's just the humblest, kindest dude in the entire world, so either David or Lynn would be awesome. Have you seen the show? I live in the middle of nowhere, Indiana. No, I have not seen the show. I am, however, really hopeful I might get to see it in Chicago. Probably won't happen, but I'm gonna keep the faith in regards to that one. Just because I think Miguel is going to be a great Hamilton, and I would literally give my left arm to see Karen Olivo. If nothing else, I'm going to go in stage door. Have you read the book? I'm in the middle of reading the book. I just don't have a lot of time right now to devote to reading that monolith, but I am slowly eking my way through it. Favorite line in the show? Interestingly enough, at first it was, wait for it, and I am inimitable, I am an original, beginning with, I'm the one thing in life I can control, I'm inimitable, I'm an original, and now, ironically enough, it's, you have no control who lives, who dies, who tells your story. 5 words to describe the show: brilliant, innovative, groundbreaking, diverse, genius. Alright, so that's the Hamilton tag. I still have like 50 more minutes to kill before my class, but whatever. And hopefully this take is good enough. Thanks to Jona for creating this tag, and y'all should do it. Join us in the trash can. Peace.